Whoa! Hey, I almost missed the landing zone there. Yeah, now I got a knot in my microphone. Come on, man. I'll edit that out. There we go. How you doing? This is my $15 shirt from Sam's Club. Yeah, I'm a cheapskate. It's one of the first new shirts I've bought in a long time. Hey, before getting into the video, what do you think of this? It's might look a little strange. It's actually really comfortable. This is 100% handmade by me. This is one of them. It's even got a genuine rubber sole. This is 10-ounce leather here. It's been bonded and sewed. It's my own invention. It's a unique type of sandal. It's actually really comfortable, and it's incredibly lightweight. I got skills. Yeah, I don't know what a real man is, but I'm pretty sure I might not be one, but I know a real man can at least make his own clothing. How many men do you know that could make their own clothing, huh? Not many, I bet, right? Said the fat guy that can't run very far. You know, remember when one of the funny things I liked about Michael Jackson, you know, other than his music, is the funny way, and by funny, I'm not disparaging him, he would say it, and I always thought it was really cute. He would say, "That's ignorant." I can't actually imitate Michael Jackson. The way he said it, he'd go, "That's ignorant." I loved it when he said that. Nobody says that stuff anymore, and they should. I grew up, actually, the wrong word is investing, but I'm going to use the word investing here for a second. As a teenager, hanging out at the Bluegrass coin and bullion shop, I hung out there like for decades. I mean, I purchased quite a bit of gold and silver bullion. I asked the guy behind the counter that would like smoke a cancer stick, like every 2 minutes he'd light up a new cancer stick. I don't know if he's still alive. I found out a story about him later from the local coin dealer downtown. I'm not going to repeat that story. Kind of asked him every question in the book, bought all sorts of books on gold and silver and bullion. It's not investing. People actually say they've invested in precious metals. Anybody that says they've invested in precious metals is either super, super rich, or they're a government or a bank, or they're just flat out, as Michael Jackson would say, ignorant. That's ignorant. Precious metals are not an investment at all. So people use the word invest, respect. By the way, there's a lot of YouTube videos. I watched a few of them, and they're all extremely, there's that word again, ignorant. It's like a video of some guy like thumbing through his gold and silver collection, and a lot of it is art bars, which has, you know, beautiful designs on it, which is like the worst thing you could possibly buy, because you will never, ever get your money back out of an art bar unless you sell it to another really ignorant person. And just saying really nonsensical, ridiculous things about gold or silver. They'll talk about investing in it. Now, anybody that does buy it, whether they be rich or poor, is speculating. But silver is like top 5 or top 3 worst investments. Same is true of gold. Now, there is a time that you could have made a lot of money, like if you bought rhodium at $400 an ounce and sold it when it maxed out at like $24,000 an ounce, which I certainly wish that I had done, or bought silver, you know, a gazillion years ago when it was hovering between $4 and $6 an ounce, and sold it when it maxed out at about $45 or $50 an ounce, I believe it was. You know, that would have been a good investment. So, but silver, gold, precious metals are not an investment. They are not. But anybody that does buy them is speculating. If someone says, "I'm diversified, my portfolio is diversified into precious metals," that is an accurate and logical statement. But once again, everybody is speculating. Somebody could say, "I don't trust the government." That would be wise, logical, and accurate. Someone can say, "Well, government can't print this stuff." That would be wise, logical, and an intelligent statement to make about any precious metal, whether it be gold, silver, or platinum. By the way, I don't recommend gold because its real value is between $800 and $1,200 an ounce. The reason why is a lot of these governments are backing up their paper currency, their fiat currency, with gold, its real value. I keep saying this and nobody gets it. It's a demonstrable statement. It's not my opinion. Its real value is between $800 and $1,200 or $1,300 an ounce. Unless you are a government or a bank or a super, super, super rich, I mean like near billionaire, you are absolutely flushing your money down the toilet, sticking it down a garbage disposal by buying gold. You are just making a huge mistake. You can argue with me all you want, but you will be wrong. Gold is a horrible, horrible purchase. Any precious metal is a poor investment. Now, if you sit on it and it spikes, say, a year from now or 12 months from now, it's like, I'm glad I didn't listen to you. Gold or platinum, whatever, shot way up. It's a great investment. I can sell it all now and get double my money. This is what speculation is about. Anybody that buys precious metal is speculating. So someone could say, I know cash is trash. This is the reason why I bought this stuff. Accurate and wise. Once again, the list is government can't print this stuff. Any precious metal accurate. I don't trust the government. Another accurate statement, you can say my portfolio is diversified. Everything's about asset diversification. Accurate statement. Anybody that buys it's a speculator, but to say that you're investing in precious metals is inaccurate. You could think that you're investing in precious metals. I can think that I'm the Queen of England, but that doesn't make it so. So you can say you're an investor in precious metals. I am, no matter what you say. Well, I'm glad that you think you are, but you're not, because any precious metal is a horrible investment. I'd like to get some finer points on this because, believe it or not, just like land, I actually know a lot about precious metals. By the way, I have here 100. People talk about, well, silver's not that portable. And this is true. Well, here, for example, is 150 ounces. This is right at today's spot price, just under $25 an ounce, including low premium on these Ital Preciosi bars and this Royal Canadian Mint. Just a hair under, just a hair over, depending on the premium that you're paying, right at about 4,000 bucks. So this is 10.2 pounds of bullion silver, and this is just a hair under, a hair over at today's spot price, plus premium, right at about 4,000 bucks. So 10 pounds, 4,000 bucks at today's spot price, plus premium. Talk about premium here in a second. So the forewarning on this video is that when you're speculating, you are taking risk. So a lot of experts agree. We can actually have a debate on this. Not in this video. I'm not interested in discussing that. Between 10 and 20% allocation of precious metals, with silver making of that up to 30 to 50% of the share of between 10 or 20% of your allocation, up to 30% as far as asset diversification. People argue about this, whether it be 10 all the way up to 30%. Not interested in debating that fact. By the way, I've had a lot of comments on a video before last. I was talking about platinum being the best buy currently. You should have bought it at $920 an ounce. Much of my life, platinum was well over that of gold. The only reason why platinum is well underneath gold is because gold has a false value right now. Governments and banks, this is the reason why I say gold's real value is between $800 to $1,300 roughly an ounce. Currently at $960, I believe, is today's spot price on gold. Not worth it. That is not what gold is worth. If you want to flush your money down the toilet and go buy some gold, go do it. And I don't tell anybody what to do or what not to do with their money. That's none of my business. Once again, if you buy any precious metal, you are speculating, you are taking risk, but of course every day is risk. Anybody could drop dead at the drop of a hat. So, nothing is guaranteed in life but death, taxes, and suffering. Anyway, people were saying to me that platinum is not real money, it's an industrial metal. Well, platinum is an industrial metal, but nowhere near as much as silver, because silver has high usage in a lot of stuff. Silver, by the way, is the highest industrial use metal. Solar panels, silver microbial coatings for medical equipment, on and on and on and on. So people have this crazy idea that platinum is purely an industrial metal. Not even close, within a million miles of silver. And they'll say, well, platinum's not really money. It's never been money. I've seen a lot of those comments recently in the video I made a couple days ago. That's absolutely a fat, stinking lie. Many governments, the Aussies, England, the United States, they actually print, as well as Canada, print platinum with a face value on the bars and, the coin rounds. Same with gold. Like a $20 gold piece is technically worth today roughly about, $1,960 an ounce. You would never trade it in for its face value. But this idea that platinum has never been money, that is a fat, stinking lie, so I'd like to resolve that. My recommendation that for portability, since $4,000 here, once again, these are Italian mint bars. They're called Ital Preziosi bars. These are the best low premium bars to buy. These are 10-ounce bars. At today's current spot price plus premium, each one of these is right at about $278, including premium. Also, too, you need to watch out whether you're paying taxes in your state on bullion. I'd like to talk about in a second a list of things to do and not to do. So that's a fat lie. Platinum is money. It is legal tender. Many governments actually print rounds with platinum as legal tender. It's incredibly low, though, of course. So this idea that platinum is an industrial metal, I mean, that's true, but not even within a million miles of silver in its industrial uses. You know, I got a lot more solar panels coming. I have an enormous amount of solar panels. Silver is needed in electronics and solar panels. Silver, by the way, is the highest conductance metal, not even more than gold, more than copper, more than it is the most conductive metal. There's a reason why. Go look this up. You type in Tomahawk cruise missile. I don't know what it says, like 20 pounds or 40 pounds of silver in it, because in the case of a Tomahawk cruise missile traveling at many, many hundreds of miles an hour, every microsecond counts for electronic signal transference. And the reason why they stick 10 to 40 pounds of silver in a Tomahawk cruise missile is every microsecond counts for signal bidirectional communication. That's the reason why silver is in really advanced electronics and stuff, you know, like mega million-dollar electronics, because it has the fastest and highest conductivity, faster than gold or copper or anything else that you could think of. Once again, silver and all precious metals are a horrible investment. If you say you're investing in it, you're ignorant and or lying to yourself. You're a speculator. You're diversifying your portfolio. You don't trust the government can't print it, and you know that cash is trash. So all those above are true. So you need to make an accurate logical analysis before stepping into thinking about buying something, and do your research before, look before you leap, as the old saying goes. So silver is not an investment. It's a hedge against inflation, and primarily is asset diversification, the fact that the government can't print it. Here's a huge mistake a lot of people make. Premium, by the way, involves mining costs, minting costs, refining, distribution, yada, yada, yada. All the thing other than the actual pure spot value of silver, because refining, all that takes diesel, gasoline, enormous gazillion tons of diesel to extract it, to refine it, to distribute it, to mint it, blah, 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 blah. So that's the premium that you're actually paying. American Eagles, a lot of people want to buy American Eagle. Extremely stupid, depending on where you buy it from, like a $15 to $20. Actually, I see double the price. You take the spot price of silver, let's say it's $25, which essentially is today. It's double that. Like on Aussies and Vienna Philharmonics, you're paying $2 to $5 premium above on the single ounce rounds. You're paying double the spot price. Instead of paying $2 to $5, you're paying $20 to $25, depending on where you get it from. Also, too, if you buy a monster box or not. A monster box is 500 ounces. A little box about like this. I have a few monster boxes. Horrible, horrible. Well, I'm an American. I want to buy American Eagles. It's bullion. Bullion is bullion is bullion. 99% of it is 999 fine. It has no numismatic value other than the face value that's put on it by the U.S. Mint. Well, I'm an American, and it's bullion. It doesn't matter. Don't buy American Eagles. Just a horribly, extremely stupid idea. Would you want to pay $15 or $20 over spot? Because when you go to sell it, you're going to get max about $2 to $5 over spot. So you'd be paying $25 over spot, for example, per ounce an American Eagle round, bullion. When you go to sell, it's like, oh, some medical emergency, whatever comes up. Say it's the same price. You're going to lose your butt getting rid of it. They'll give you spot price plus $2 to $5, depending on how much and who you sell it to. So you just lost your butt. Every ounce that you paid that ridiculous, it's actually not ridiculous, it's redonkulous, several levels above ridiculous spot price on. Don't buy American Eagles. I'm patriotic. Okay, I would never think of buying American Eagles because I have a brain. It's just an extremely stupid idea. Bullion is bullion is bullion. It's dirty metal, no different than dirty money, except the government can't print it. It has no numismatic value, except for some rare bars and rounds that some collectors buy. But anyway, bullion is bulk. You don't buy bullion for how pretty it is. I got an example here. Here's one as an old Ital Precio. This one's nice and bright and shiny, and this one's dirty and scratched up and kind of cruddy looking. They're both 10 ounces. Which one's worth more? Trick question. They're both worth exactly the same damn thing. Okay? No numismatic value. You know, where there's someone that sits there with an eye loop and is judging, you know, whether it's a fine or a super fine or a very fine. No numismatic value. It's bullion. Don't confuse bullion with coins. Well, what about silver bullion coins? It's still bullion. I know it looks like a coin, and it technically is a coin, but no numismatic value unless it's like a rare bullion coin that some goofballs collect. Oh, look at this. I got an old Engelhard bar. You know, one of the first printings from the early 1980s. Yeah, it's a collector's piece. Its value is about 10,000% to 100,000% above what its actual silver or gold content is. It's kind of like buying a tocha gold, which is, I think, spot price times, what is it, 6 or something? Like shipwreck gold. You actually take the weight of it and then you multiply it times, well, I forget if it's like 6 or 10. You take its actual gold content, which is not 999 but it's pretty damn close, even way back then on shipwreck gold. You multiply its actual gold content, I can't remember if it's 6 or 10 or 20 times. That's because it's a collector piece. You don't buy stuff like that. People buy stuff like that on eBay or whatnot, and it has some beautiful woman on the design of it or something that you really like, catches your eye. You're stupid if you buy that stuff, okay? It has no value other than its bullion content unless it's actually a real rare and collectible old piece. But you would not buy that unless you're rich or you just want to say, oh man, I want one of those old Engelhard bars. I know it costs like way too much. I just want to say that I have it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's not only is it not an investment, it's just something that you collect and really, it's just a really stupid idea. So collectible bullion bars are for rich collectors. Don't ever buy them. If you see something really pretty, well, here's 10 ounces too. It's only like $60 more, and it's got a pretty woman on the side of it. Who cares? People buy stuff like that, and I see these YouTube channels. I could see they've bought stuff like that. Extremely dumb. If you want to have it, you want to blow your money on it, fine. What do I care? But that's not what to get. Once again, yeah, premium covers mining, minting, and refining. These are dirty bars. This is a Royal Canadian Mint. This is a 100-ounce bar. Today's current price, including premium, this is low premium, about $2,800. This particular bar, it's a 100-ounce Canadian. You know, it's just a dirty bar. It's just a heavy, it's shiny and pretty, but it's just a dirty bullion bar. See, here's the do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts on buying content. Never buy shiny stuff, okay? If it's pretty, catches your eye, it's supposed to be bullion, okay? Hedge against inflation, asset diversification, nothing more. You're not buying pretty stuff or collectible stuff. Bullion is not meant to be collectible, even though there is collectible bullion. Old, rare, collectible bullion. Yeah, then it has a numismatic value. Never ever buy limited edition or collectible or numismatic bullion. Bullion is over here. Rare, there is a tiny bit of crossover, but never ever buy limited edition, collectible, numismatic, or what they call art bars. It's got some sort of design on it that you'll, oh man, I love that design, I'm going to buy that. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Never, ever, ever buy unknown bars. You haven't heard of it? I'll tell you what to get here in a second. Don't buy this. Like, this is the cheapest. Yeah, but it's unknown, which means when you go to get rid of it, you're like, I never heard of this outfit before. This is Jim Bob's Basement Refinery. How could you not have heard of Jim Bob's Basement Refinery? It's stamped right there, 999. I never heard of them. I ain't going to buy it. Don't do it. Never, ever, ever buy American Eagles unless you want to get hosed and you want to throw away your money. Never, ever do it. Never buy more than 50% of 1 ounce rounds because you're paying a significant premium on those little 1 ounce rounds. I should have brought out some Vienna Philharmonic. I got a bunch of them, but they're buried in the back of the safe. Never, ever buy more than 50% of 1 ounce rounds. round bullions, okay? Never ever buy junk silver. 15 plus years ago, junk silver would be a pretty good, silver dimes, nickels, half dollars. Don't take my word for it. You can call up any established coin and bullion dealer, and they will tell you flat out, no. The idea of buying junk silver today is a horrible idea. It is really, 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 it used to be cheap, 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 cheap. Those days are gone. For what you pay, even at the cheapest price, you can get junk silver for. Horrible idea. I don't care what anybody says, it's a flat-out undeniable fact, existential, empirical, demonstrable fact. Buying junk silver, i.e., 1940, they're really, most of them are very rough. It's just to get a bag of junk silver. You got a bag of junk dimes here. Don't do it. Total waste, not total waste of money, but it's essentially a waste of money. Don't do it. 15 plus years ago, good idea. This ain't 15 years ago, girlfriend. This is 2023. Lowest premium rounds are Vienna Philharmonic, which I got quite a few of, and the 5 to 10 ounce Ital Preziosi. These are Ital Preziosi bars, Italian. Never buy online. There are reputable online places. Never buy online. There's a lot of fake stuff coming out of China, mostly in 1 ounce rounds. Buy local. Buy from reputable coin dealers, locally. Never buy fractional silver, which means less than an ounce. You're just flat out stupid if you do it. Buy tubes. A tube is 20 to 30, depending on the country, of rounds. Or buy a monster box. A monster box, of course, is 500 ounces. Buy monster box or tubes. Don't putter around with people like, every month I'll go out and buy 5 ounces. If that's what you want to do, fine, but buy monster boxes and tubes. You'll get a better deal and a lower premium if you do. Most instances, that's the case. Don't have it shipped. Don't buy it online. Make sure you have a safe place to store it. There's a difference between having something and keeping something. There's one metal that protects all other metals. Lead protects gold, silver, and platinum. Let me repeat that. Lead protects gold, silver, and platinum. I'll let you figure that out if you can't figure it out. Don't buy more than you can consider not to exist, because by not existing means once you've actually spent it on the silver, it's not liquid. I mean, it is, precious metals are liquid. You can ditch it pretty quickly unless you live in Timbuktu. But don't buy more than you consider not to exist. I mean, you just have to consider, even though you have it and it's in your safe or wherever, you have to consider that it doesn't exist. So you have to have that mindset. Once you spent it, you take it off the balance of what you have, even though you're still liquid with the precious metals. I mean, it's not super eminently accessible like cash in your bank account and some other things. Even though, you can get rid of it the same day and get your money out of it, that's just a mindset you really do have to have behind precious metals. Once again, they're all a really bad investment. All of them. They're asset diversification, a hedge against inflation. People don't understand that, apparently. Don't buy bullion where bullion is taxed. I unfortunately live in one of those states. Travel out of state if need be. So make an order for a monster box. Travel 150 miles or whatever it takes. Of course, it depends on how much silver you're buying. These states have tax on bullion. Vermont, New Jersey, Maine, Tennessee, Kentucky, Wisconsin, New Mexico, Mississippi, and Hawaii. For rounds, stick with Canadian, British Britannia, Vienna Philharmonic is #1 best choice, Krugerrands, South Africa, Suid-Africa, and Aussies. Call them Aussie roos. A lot of people do. You can buy a monster box of roos. In other words, it's got a kangaroo on one side of it. Or kiwis. They got all sorts of friggin' designs out of Australia. So for rounds, stick with Canadian, British Britannia, Vienna Philharmonic, Krugerrand, or Aussie Mint. Low premium rounds. For bricks and bars, stay with 5, 10, and 100 ounces. I have some 5-ounce Ital Preziosi. But I recommend the very bare minimum to get 10. Stick with Valcambi Swiss, Royal Canadian. This is a Royal Canadian Mint 100 ouncer. Johnson Matthey, Ital Preziosi Pamp Swiss, i.e. Switzerland, Die Schweiz, and Engelhard. So bricks, 5, 10, or 100 ounce, Valcambi Swiss, Royal Canadian, Johnson Matthey, Ital Preziosi Pamp Swiss, and Engelhard. If you're going to spend a significant amount of money, silver is not that portable, I get it. 2,000, by the way, top 1% of precious metal investors what they have is right at between 2,500 to 3,000 ounces. That's top 1%. I'm not saying that's what you need to have, but 2,500 ounces and 3,000 ounces is, or higher actually. 2,500 or higher is the top 1% of precious metal investors. Like today's spot price, if you're to spend like 22 grand, it was 20 grand just a few weeks ago. You're to spend 2 weeks ago, but today it'd be 22 grand. $22,000 worth of silver is 45 pounds. So silver is not that portable. Once again, I have here 4,000 bucks worth of silver at today's spot price, and it's just a hair. Oh, it's 10.2 pounds. So this, not very portable. 4,000 bucks worth, and I'm looking at 10.2 pounds here. Yeah, not that portable. If you want portability, don't buy gold, buy platinum. Gold is a horrible investment. If you want to flush it down the drain, your money, yeah, throw it, flush it down the toilet, stick it in the garbage disposal, and spend $800 more than its actual value is, its actual worth is, go ahead and buy gold. Whatever you buy is none of my business. I don't tell anybody what to do one way or another, okay? Make informed, logical decisions on what to do and what to buy, but stick with a list of the things to do and not to do. Don't buy pretty stuff. It's bullion. It's dirty metal, just like dirty money. You know, like a million people have had their hands on your paper money. Not the case with silver. You can actually wash this stuff. You could wash money too, then I think about it. But it's just bullion. No numismatic value, okay? It is raw precious metal. Doesn't matter if it's 100 ounce, a 5 ounce, 1 ounce rounds. Don't buy pretty. Well, I want to buy American Eagle because I'm an American. Yeah! You do that, I don't care even if you're rich. Don't buy American Eagles. Do you have any idea what the premium on American Eagles is? It's ridiculous! Thanks so much for watching. If you like these videos, you can contact me in the description below. Any donations are always warmly welcome. Thank you, and have a good day.